Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D. A little bit warmer today than it was yesterday, but ended up going for a run earlier today and still feeling a little bit chilled, but that's all right. Seems like as the sun goes down, the temperatures start to plummet. And, mind you, it's still fairly warm out here, but I'm just trying to stay warm. So anyways, today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is... Can you tell me what that card is? I think I've seen it before. It's the Six of Stones, Exploitation. We talked about this last week. We talked about this 4 days ago. And, as I'm looking at the spread, this makes 3 6s. Now, we seen 3 7s here last week. All right, and that's, to me, the 3 7s were divinely inspired. Doing some researches on the 3 6s, it's telling me that, there's a lot of love going on within this. Sixes are normally about, love relationships, things of that nature, or, within a work setting, success, okay? That's in the Rider-Waite Tarot, that I read that with. But, here you've got the Six of Stones, Exploitation twice, and the Six of Bows, or Six of Arrows. Yeah, Six of Bows, Abundance. And, I just sit back and I sometimes ask myself the question of, okay, what is it that the universe is really trying to tell me? All right. We've talked about the overuse of resources. We've talked about the overuse of, the waste of resources. Used the analogy of, your refrigerator. You're wasting resources, your financial resources, on food that you're not eating. Or the closet, right? Where you have all these shirts that you don't use that somebody else could use. You have to, the big thing is, especially with the Seven of Bows out there, that clearance, you have to take out the old to replace it with new. All right. And, it just boggles my mind how the cards come up sometimes. And, I'm focused on the fire in the background, and this is, from what I'm seeing on the news reports with the fires going on the west coast and the western part of the United States. It's sad to see homes and communities and forests destroyed by fire. Okay, but I don't want to seem petty about this. Everybody rebuilds. The Midwest. The southern Midwest is hit with, tornadoes during tornado season. We've had hurricanes coming through, this year. And there's another one about ready to hit, the Gulf Coast states. All right. And then, go up through, the East Coast states. And, every area, whether just the United States or in the world, is being affected. Plus, we all, we're all still dealing with COVID. And Spirit's telling me right now, this card is apropos for this, because we are misusing our resources for what's needing to go on. Okay, we are misusing our talents and our skills to keep this earth green and alive. Folks, we all live here on this planet together. And it's just not one person that can make a difference. It's all of us that can make a difference. All of us that can make a difference in recycling. All of us can make a difference in being conscious of how we're using our resources. Whether that's, like the Smokey Bear advertisements, making sure that your forest, your fires are put out correctly. I was a Boy Scout. And I taught Boy Scouts. And, we never left a fire unattended. And when we went to sleep, we made sure it was out. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that, fires, natural disasters can cause the fires as well. Right? Thunderstorm coming through and sparking dry conditions. Okay? But global warming is a fact. Global warming is happening for everybody. And the dry and drought conditions that are going on are not good. The lowlands, where the hurricanes keep coming through, that's not good. Water tables are rising Ice shelves are falling off. We as a community need to be more aware of our carbon footprint going on in the world. Because if we keep going down the path that we're on, we're not going to have a world to be on anymore. I'm not going to say that, that's not in my lifetime, that's not in somebody else's lifetime, but yet we're heading down the wrong path. And there are a lot of people out there, that are trying to do their part. They're trying to clean the oceans. They're trying to stand up for environmentalism. They're trying to do their parts, okay? I'm trying to do my part. Recycle things. Make sure that, the things that I use correctly, all right? And hopefully you go through and do the same thing. If we can just do our own little piece of the pie, the world's going to be a better place. And that's all about what this card is. Now, as I look at what's going on with the rest of the spreads, for this week. Yesterday was the moon on the water. Okay. And we do have a new moon coming up in Virgo in a couple days. So just as the traveler can't get to that other side, that moon is meant for us to think about our dreams, our goals, and desires. How does that relate with Six of Stones exploitation? If you have dreams, goals, and desires, guess what? You're going to be able to not be exploited in using those resources that you have to meet those goals, dreams, and desires. Use what you have, your God-given talents, your God-given skill set, okay? If you're blessed with finances, use them to do what you want. Use them to help you get those goals and desires, but don't overuse them, all right? To where you're obsessing with it or, you're not doing things in moderation, all right? That's Seven of Bows clearance. Clear things out. You got to take out the old to replace it with the new. And just like the Six of Stones exploitation, these two people didn't take care of what they had. They didn't take some of those bees and put them in a new hive. They used them until they flew away. They didn't, take care of the land the right way. All right? To clear things out so new things can begin. Now that's, it's drought stricken. That's Six of Bows. Abundance. You're blessed with the abundance. You may not think you have that blessing, but you do. Don't exploit it. And in this card was 4 days ago. And I talked about that refrigerator story. Go back to that video and watch it. I'm going to put a number after this one. This is going to be a, Six of Stones exploitation 1. Go back and watch the original one that I did here just a couple days ago. And think about the process of, are you using your resources correctly? That Knight of Arrows, that hawk, wants you to make a quick decision. Okay? Especially when it comes to your dreams, goals, and desires. Make that quick decision, but realize the resources that you have. Don't overestimate it and don't underestimate them. Use just what you need. Okay? The shaman's there to help you. The shaman's there to make sure that you manifest your dreams, desires, and goals as you're walking through the wildwood forest on your path. He wants you to succeed, but he doesn't want you to overuse what's out there. Because when you do, everybody in that wildwood forest is affected by it. So that's today's message out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, that Six of Stones exploitation, the second time. 3 sixes this spread. It's about love. Let's have a little bit of love for the world that we live on. Let's have a little bit of love for your neighbor. A little bit of love for the animals. A little bit of love for the industries that are out there trying to save and be energy conscious. So that's the message for today. Leave your comments down below. Hit that like button. Share it with others. Subscribe to the channel. And leave your comments down below. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.